The spotlight makes everything look easy, but in her conversation with GQ, Sydney Sweeney reveals a very different reality behind the success people see on screen. She talks about pressure, discipline, and the constant effort it takes to stay relevant in an industry that moves fast and forgets even faster. She explains that many people assume her rise happened overnight. From hit shows to global attention, it can look like everything fell into place quickly. But she makes it clear that her journey started with uncertainty and sacrifice. Coming from a family without deep financial support for a risky career, choosing acting meant taking a serious gamble. Her family relocated so she could chase opportunities, and that decision came with stress and responsibility. From a young age, she understood that if this dream was going to work, she had to commit fully. She describes the early years as a constant cycle of auditions and rejection. There were moments when nothing seemed to move forward. Roles were close but never secured. Time passed without clear results. Instead of giving up, she doubled down on preparation. She studied scripts in detail, analyzed characters deeply, and trained herself to stay ready for any opportunity. For her, talent alone was never enough. Preparation and discipline became the foundation of everything she did. During the interview, she speaks about control and how important it is for her to have a voice in her own career. Acting is only one part of her long-term plan. She wants to produce projects, develop stories, and understand every part of the business. She does not want to depend entirely on others choosing her. She wants to create opportunities for herself and build a career that lasts beyond short-term popularity. That level of planning shows how seriously she takes her future. She also talks about finances with unusual honesty. Many people think that once someone becomes successful in entertainment, money stops being a concern. She explains that the reality is more complex. There are agents, managers, publicists, travel expenses, and preparation costs. Maintaining a career at a high level requires constant investment. She approaches her work like a business, carefully thinking through every decision and making sure each project aligns with her long-term goals. Another major part of the conversation focuses on public perception. She understands that the internet forms quick opinions. People see the red carpet photos, the fashion, and the polished image. But she wants people to understand what happens behind the scenes. Long shooting days, emotional preparation for intense roles, and the pressure to deliver strong performances every time. Even after achieving recognition, the need to prove herself has not disappeared. If anything, it has grown stronger. She reflects on how some of her roles demand emotional depth and serious preparation. Playing complex characters means stepping into difficult emotional spaces. She approaches those challenges with care because she believes audiences can feel when a performance is honest. For her, acting is about understanding people, understanding motivations, and bringing authenticity to every role she takes on. Throughout the interview, there is a clear sense of discipline in her mindset. She plans ahead, studies constantly, and stays focused on long-term stability. She does not want quick attention that fades. She wants a career that evolves and grows over time. That means choosing projects carefully and surrounding herself with people who support her vision. Despite all the pressure, she also shows gratitude. She talks about appreciating the opportunities she has, enjoying collaboration with creative teams, and feeling thankful for the audience that supports her work. There is ambition in her voice, but also awareness of how far she has come and how much effort it took to get here. She admits that confidence is not always natural. There are moments of doubt and uncertainty. But instead of letting those moments stop her, she keeps working. She keeps preparing. She keeps moving forward. That persistence becomes one of the most important parts of her story. Success, in her view, is not about feeling fearless all the time. It is about continuing even when things feel uncertain. By the end of the conversation, it becomes clear that her career is being built with intention. She is not relying on luck or temporary fame. She is thinking long-term, making calculated decisions, and pushing herself to grow. The version of her that appears in headlines is only a small part of the full picture. Behind it is someone focused, strategic, and determined to stay in control of her future. If you enjoy deep breakdowns of celebrity interviews and real stories behind the spotlight, subscribe and stay tuned for more.